We talk about Mr. Beast a lot in therapy. I was driving from San Diego to here with Boy George, and he was singing, "Do you really wanna?" And you're like, I'm sitting with Boy George, and he's just singing to me, and you're like, what is happening in my life?
I'm really excited about this week's episode because our guest is not only an industry pro, but she also happens to be my cousin, Meredith McHugh. Meredith has worked on shows like The Masked Singer, The Apprentice, and Beast Games as a talent and audience coordinator. She is the one managing the chaos backstage. She's coordinating the celebrities, wrangling the audiences, and just making sure everything runs smoothly on set. We talk about how it is to run these big productions, the stories. She talks about the stories no one talks about, and she tells us about her career that she's built in unscripted TV. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into it.
They call him Cartman.
They call Jack Bauer Cartman?
Yeah, they said if he was a person, he'd be Cartman. Eric Cartman.
Yeah, he is kind of low and thick.
And needy.
And needy.
And whiny. He's Cartman. He's the dog version of Cartman.
Give me the tennis ball.
Exactly. What are you doing?
Cat. Well, thank you for coming over here and taking time to do this. Yeah, so it's really interesting because, you know, you're my cousin.
Yeah,
we have known each other my entire life, at least.
That's true.
And you were like the cousin who moved to Los Angeles, and us growing up in New Jersey, it was always, I always saw you out here. I was like, that's so cool. She moved to California, and I always wanted to move to California. But when you moved out here, what was the thing that actually spurred the move initially?
Oh, that's an interesting question, actually. I think I wanted to be an actress. I think that was my initial goal.
Yeah.
I think I was going to be an actor. I did do a few small things here and there. But I think I just grew up always wanting to be in California. Listen, I love Jersey, and I'll bleed Giants blue and Yankee blue for my life. And I'm so proud of it, you know, and you're just like, Jersey, I'll never go back.
Right.
I'll never go back, but I love it.
Yeah. It's a lot of seasons.
A lot of seasons.
Yes.
A lot of hair.
That's true.
Yeah. A lot of Snooki.
That's true. But it's interesting because, I didn't realize. So you wanted to maybe go into acting was the initial reason for coming out here.
My whole life. I remember when I was in like literally 5th grade, one of my teachers said, "Are you sure you want to be an actress? Because like they're really pretty." I was like, oh, yes. Even in like 5th grade, I was like, yeah, now I just have to do it because screw you.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God.
Because they're really pretty. I was like, okay, they are. Not sure what you're saying. So yeah.
So that was like one of the things that pushed you. But so then you just decided like, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah. I mean, I had the best mom in the world.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do
Jeong.
it. And she was like, okay, let's do it. Mm-hmm. So she got in the car with me and we did it. And then I was like, I need a dog. So then we got in a car and found a dog, Blue McHugh, because she's after the Giants. And then I gave her back to my mom and they had Blue. And I stayed and I was doing extra work because I was going to be an actress.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, I was on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't want to brag.
That's so cool. I didn't even know that. That's so cool.
I did a few episodes of Buffy. I was a non-vamp vampire.
Oh, you were a vampire. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But I was non-vamp. So I dressed like Buffy, but not Angel.
Okay.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a few episodes I did there.
That's
and then
fun.
It was really fun. It ages me a little, but yeah, it was really fun.
So did you like look at backstage or what was like the way that you actually got those jobs?
No, we did it through central casting.
Okay.
It's the same thing you do now. Like you call in, you get the casting and you go in and like you're extra work. You don't really talk, but I remember thinking it was the best way to eat. Because like we out here, there was like, you know, it's hard. And they had the best food on sets back then.
The
it was
craft
so
service
good.
table.
And then lunches, there was like filet mignon on Buffy. And you were like, okay, that's amazing. Let's do this.
Vampires, red meat. You know.
It totally. Totally works. The blood. But I remember doing that and then being like, I don't want to be an actress.
Why was that? Was it just the way that the set was run, or was it just yeah?
Honestly, like I am really outgoing when it
Mhm.
comes to things, but when it comes to acting in front of people, I like don't like to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
Like, my whole life I've never wanted anyone to sing happy birthday to me because that people look at me.
Right.
And I can't do it, but I'm like, I'm going to be famous. And then I'm like, don't look at me.
I think there's quite a few famous people that are that way.
Yeah, me and Leo with our little hat down. I'm like,
He
take your
loves the
hat
hat.
off, dude. No one cares about you anymore.
I'm like, we know who you are.
Yeah, did you see him at Benzo's wedding with like, or Biza, whatever his name is? With the hat down. I was like, bro, take your hat off. Like your 27-year-old girlfriend, just move along.
Yeah,
you're done.
It's
kid.
always the LA black hat down like this. But I'm like,
or a mask.
We can see you though. We can see the hair. We can see the face underneath.
I have to say, I think that might be the biggest douchebag of all time. I'm not gonna lie.
Leo?
Like, yeah, like you were cute. You were great. Gilbert, great. Bro, but like nothing you've done lately. Like Killers of the Flower Moon make me wanted to kill him. I was like, you're a bad actor and this movie is so boring. I can't stand it.
It was a long movie.
It was so
I love Martin Scorsese, but that movie
all
is
of it.
just,
And his like
it's
his like mouth in it, and like you're a little chubby now, you're not that good looking, you only date kids that are underage. And it's like, come on. Like no one cares anymore. Get your hat off unless you're going bald and he's hiding the something.
right.
But like no one cares about you anymore, Leo. Move it on. I'm done with him. But I digress.
I digress. So Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
So Sarah Michelle, on the other hand, is amazing. It's coming back, by the way.
I saw that. Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah. So you started as an extra. You realized that wasn't for you just because you were watching them like interact in the world, and you were just like, okay, I don't want to.
Yeah, I just wasn't like. I actually loved watching behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like I loved it. So I was like, this seems good. But then I was like, I think I'm just gonna be out. And then I went back to New Jersey.
Oh.
I've done that twice.
Okay.
My mom loved it.
Was it just like the amount of stress of a set, or like what was?
No,
the
I think
thing
I really missed people back home. I think I just missed
homesickness.
home.
Yeah,
I just missed being home. I think at that point it was when I first moved out, and I missed my dog because then I was home for like a year, and I was like, I gotta go back.
Right.
Like I miss California. I just couldn't make up my mind for a minute, and then I did my horror movie.
You were in a horror movie?
I was in a horror movie. It was quite. I was topless.
Oh.
Yeah, and I got my throat slit.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, when we did it, it was called The Carpenter.
Okay.
Something, and he like beat people with hammers. And I had a lot of bruises because that hammer hit me a lot.
Oh my god!
But
they used a real hammer?
Yeah, we used a real hammer. It was in Carpenter, and so they die. And it was big in Japan. I was on the poster in Japan.
Wow!
I was like, I hope I had my top on. I don't think I did.
Oh,
anyway, that was my big moment. I was like, I die and I'm topless. So Dad, don't watch this.
Right. And one job in, you're like, I'm famous in Japan.
Like, in Japan. I mean, come on, is there anything better? But that did it for me, I think. I was like, I don't want to have to keep going. Like, I would audition and I'd get roles. Like I did fine. But now I'm back at it. I'm like, maybe I should do it again. Maybe I should be a comedian.
Right. I mean, it's, a lot of people try it. It's.
Yeah, no, I can't stand up in front of people.
I was going to say, if you don't like being the center of attention, that's kind of the comedian's.
Yeah. No, I went
shtick.
to the Groundlings and the Upright, Citizens Brigade. And at the end of the Upright, you had to do a performance.
Yeah.
And I was so good and I loved it. And I was like, I'm not going on. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, there's people here. And he's like, yeah, that's the point. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing it. And he's like, and I loved the Lakers. Like, I'm a big Laker fan.
Okay.
And I was like, it was when Kobe and Shaq and Rick Fox were all there. And I was just really into it. And he's like, I'll let you do a joke about the Lakers. And I was like, I'm on it. And I went out to perform because I got to do one Laker joke. Oh. It was so stupid, but I was pretty good. And everyone laughed. And I remember it feeling great.
Yeah.
But then it feels amazing at the end, but then like the whole before is just not worth it to me.
The anxiety of getting
like your mom was on Broadway, right?
Yeah.
How did she get herself on stage every night? Like how? I don't know. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's like
you have to like work through it. I'm sure it's like a process, even for people who it's like comes more naturally to.
Yeah.
It's definitely an adjustment because it's not something that we do as humans. We're not like,
look at me.
yeah, well, stand on a stage in front of a couple hundred other
Yeah.
people and just expect that that's normal.
But
you
like
know?
so many people do it.
They do, right?
Like so many people do it, and they're just like really good at it. Like Nicole Scherzinger is
Yeah.
outstanding. Like
Yeah.
I can't believe. Like first off, you know that I work on Masked Singer, and
Yes.
I've worked with Nicole forever, and I'm so happy she won the Tony, and she's just blowing it away on Broadway. But I was
Yeah.
like, girl, how do you do it every day? Like it's amazing, and she's amazing, and it's beautiful, and I'm so happy for her. But like,
Yeah.
she can do it all day long, and I'll
Yeah.
just clap. I'll just be there to support. That's what I'm good at. I'm there to be the supporter in the background.
Well, that's kind of what you've found in your career. It seems like is you've gone into these like support roles that have been like behind the camera, but still very much a part of the production of a show. So like going from you were here, you did extra work, you came back, you did your horror movie. Then what was the next step after that?
Well, then I became a dog groomer.
Then you were a dog groomer for a while.
Yeah, me and Kristen Bell. Yes.
Was she a dog groomer?
Yeah, that was her first job.
With you or with
no?
Oh, I was like,
no, but I was in Silver Lake and I did groom Giovanni Ribisi's dog and Patton Oswald's dog, and his name was Grumpus, and he was a Frenchie and he looked like Patton Oswald, and it was amazing, and I loved them. I was like, so when people say you look like your dogs, this is real.
Right.
So yeah, I did him, and I did the Carl from Mike and Molly. I did his dog, and I did St. Elmo's Fire. Andy McDowell. I did Andy McDowell's dog. It was great. I just love animals, so it kind of like grounded me. But while I was grooming, I started doing production work, and I didn't give up the animals at that time because I felt like it was something I needed to like equal out the craziness of film
production.
Yeah, production gets nuts.
Yeah.
And you literally meet the best people and the worst people in the world. Like while you're working in production. So like the days you meet the worst people, you get to go home and groom a dog, and you're like, life is good again, you know? So I kind of intertwined them both, but then I fully went back into production.
Cool. And at that point, what did you end up doing? What was like your first production gig?
My first production gig? Actually, it was a Cesar Millan show.
Oh.
It was actually a Cesar Millan show. It was amazing. I remember being like, I'm the luckiest girl in the world. I was a PA on a Cesar Millan opening for his tour. He was doing a tour, and I got to meet Cesar, and I got to meet all his dogs, and it was pretty awesome, and everyone was super sweet.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is great. Like, this is amazing.
Perfect transition from a dog groomer.
Yeah.
Back into production.
But the same thing is when I got on Celebrity Apprentice out here, not with Donald Trump, with Arnold. It was the one out here.
Yeah.
I had John Lovitz, and he had a dog named Jerry Bruckheimer III. And Jerry Bruckheimer came to set every day. And I got to be like Jerry's handler. And through that, I got to be like close to John.
Hello.
Hello. And Jerry was like, he was like a puggle mix.
Yeah.
And on Valentine's Day, he gave me a sign that said, like, I really dig you. Like, it was a balloon. And at the very end of the show, John was like, come get a drink with us. And I sat at the table with Jerry, and he sat with everybody else. And it was like, Jerry took me out for a thank you. I was like, and I was happy because I was with Jerry Bruckheimer III. And that's all I really needed. Everyone would be working. I'd be like, Jerry has to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. But he did say to me, like, thank you so much for, like, my dog runs to you whenever he comes here. And, like, my boss was like, you really got him out of his shell and made John comfortable because of the dog. And I was like, super easy to do when it comes to dogs. Yeah.
It's cool that you get to use that in your work, too, in a way that you've gotten to, like, connect with all these dogs and the people that you work with through that. Yeah. Love for animals.
For the animals. Yeah. But I also really loved John.
Yeah.
He was running by us one day, and my friend was like, I really like your shirt. And he's like, I'm late. I don't have time for your jealousy. And he just kept going. And Jerry's right in front of him. And you're like, you're amazing. I don't have time for your jealousy.
He's one of those people, I've never met John Lovitz, but he seems to me so funny. Like, he's just funny without being funny.
So, like, John Lovitz is just John Lovitz.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's acting.
No.
I think this is just who he is. And then you throw Jerry in the mix, and you're just like, this is the best thing I could ever want in my life. Like, I wonder if he's okay, Jerry Bruckheimer, because The Apprentice was a while ago.
Yeah. How was it working on The Apprentice show with Arnold?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Because I worked on a show called Lucha Underground. which was a AAA wrestling show for the El Rey channel, produced by Robert Rodriguez and Mark Burnett. And all of the people that did that show did The Apprentice in New York and LA. They got me on this one when it came to LA, but I will say the best show I ever worked on was Lucha Underground. Period, hands down. Best show ever, best people. And it kind of translated over to The Apprentice for me. So I had an amazing experience. And Arnold was actually really lovely. And people said, and I won't say who said, but they were like, and all the time we worked with Trump, he never pulled us all together to say thank you. And at the end, Arnold brought us all together to say thank you. And like was really like caring and loving about the staff. So that made a big difference.
Yeah, I love him. Every time I hear him speak, I just feel like he's like a genuine person, even though he's lived this crazy massive movie career life. But he seems like he actually, I don't know, he seems like he has a lot of common sense.
I mean, I didn't work very, very closely with him. I had the cast, but it was like Celebrity Apprentice.
Yeah.
But from what I got to gather, he seemed like a lovely guy. Yeah. He seemed pretty cool. So it was a great experience. That was a great experience because we did get to do all of the things that they do on The Apprentice. Like we opened Harry Potter at Universal and we got to do a cruise for the end, like with the cast. And I was driving from San Diego to here with Boy George and he was singing, "Do you really wanna?" And you're like, I'm sitting with Boy George and he's just singing to me. And you're like, what is happening in my life? Like,
that's crazy. Yeah. That's the difference too. I mean, like, I work in animation and we're so like separated from live action production. So meeting the famous people, being around all of them is not part of our job.
There's like certain things that are just like, you stop and you're just like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
Won Oscars. It was the year before Kobe died. And he was in there for Dear Basketball. And I like bumped into him by accident. I just remember being like, that's Kobe Bryant. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And now that's such a memory to me because the next January, he was dead.
Yeah.
And that was like the worst thing ever. And I'm like, it was just like, he was just there and he was just like, sorry. And I was like, holy shenanigans.
Yeah.
But on that same carpet, I got to see the Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America and the Joker, Mr. Leto, hug.
Wow, big group hug.
I mean, it was pretty amazing. And I was like, and everyone's looking at me, I'm like, Thor, it's Captain America, because I'm a little bit of a comic book nerd. And they were all like, oh, yeah, no, it's Chris Evans. I'm like, that's Captain America. Let's be serious. So there are just moments where you're like, what? How did I even get here? Like, how is this real?
Well, and you got there because you were working the red carpet for the Oscars. You've done that for a few years, right?
I have, yes. When I worked I did it for, I think, 6 or 7 Oscars.
Yeah.
And we would walk the talent down. I remember one year we were doing it and the publicist was like, just stay here with him. And it told Chris Hemsworth to be like, just stay here with her. She's like, I'll be right back. And I like walked away for a minute and he like followed me and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm supposed to stay here with you. And I'm like, oh, okay. you could do whatever you want. I'll just make sure I don't lose you.
Right.
But he was super sweet. But the best Oscar memory I have is Michael Strahan, because, Giants fan for life.
Yeah.
My friend Mike was the stage manager, and he told Michael, he's like, this girl's the biggest Giants fan. And Strahan was like, come here, let's get a picture. And I was like, I can't. Like, we're not allowed to take pictures. And he's like, who's your boss? And I was like, her. And he's like, I'm taking a picture with her and you can't say anything. And he took a picture with me on the stage. And I was like, oh, yeah, Michael Strahan's the best.
He seems like a very nice person.
Yeah, I've met him twice and he's just been amazing each time.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So you've kind of like found as you've gone on that talent management, talent coordination kind of became a thing that you became interested in?
Yeah. So talent management and contestant management.
Yeah.
And then audience.
Right.
So there's a whole strategic thing that people don't know about audiences that we do behind the scenes. That's crazy. Like, and I can't even let the secrets go because people will be like, you're getting us sued. But there is there is the rhyme and a reason to every audience you see. The way people are seated, why they're not chewing gum, why they don't have sunglasses on their head.
Right.
Like there is a lot that goes in to every audience you see. A lot.
Wow,
like,
that's really
like
interesting.
17 to 18 people at a time on big shows like Idol and Masked Singer. Like so much goes into it.
Wow.
That people just don't know.
Right. So they're just figuring out what the best scenario is for that show so they get the
Yes.
best reaction out of those audiences.
Yes. And like who you're putting behind where, what you're doing, how you're
Yeah.
seating them, live shows, who goes where. Like literally, like we have a thing called a gum cup, and we have to go through and be like, you have gum in your mouth. And we have to collect gum out of people's mouths before the
Sure.
show starts because nobody realizes how stupid you look on TV chewing gum. You're like, and like you're like, that's not a look that you want, people.
Yeah, it's like we can't cut to you. It's
No,
not-
but they do it, or they'll just be like, and you're like, smile,
Right.
please, you're on camera.
Yeah.
So there's like a whole thing behind that. That's another. Yeah, people don't realize.
So
that
do you
there's-
guys have like audience warm up that does it for a
Yes,
show
there-
like that?
there is,
Like there's a person that
Yeah, there's a few great men out there right now that are audience warm ups. Ruben is always been with Steve Harvey on Family Feud, and he's really just come up on his like game right now, and he's out. He does Kelly Clarkson, he does everything, and he
cool.
is like a comedian, a stand-up comedian. So is Gary Cannon. He actually is a stand-up comedian. He's a Masked Singer. He's the loveliest man. He's friends with Ken, and these guys work so hard at what they do. And they're so good, and the audience just like loves them, and it makes our job so much easier that they're
Yeah.
there, and they're amazing. But they're like stand-up comedians. It's like another thing. I would love to do it, but I can't because I'd have to be in front of people.
Yeah, it's totally it seems like it's babysitting in a different way than what you do, which is also that
I mean,
because you're like wrangling people.
We're wrangling people,
Yeah.
and we take them to the bathroom. We do all that stuff, but they do like the giveaways. They make the jokes. Like
Mhm.
I can't even express how great Gary is on The Masked Singer and how he like gets the audience. Like people come to see him sometimes. Like the
Mhm.
audience knows him. They love him, and it's amazing to watch how
That's
they
so
do
cool.
what they do. Yeah.
Yeah, a friend of mine who was actually on this, he was the warm-up guy for Wizards of Waverly Place when they shot that show.
Yeah, and like they just have so much energy and so much
Yeah.
love and so much kindness. You have to be like a special kind of person
yeah,
to really be able to do that.
and a good improviser too, because you have to
Yeah.
like come up with games or like talk to people in the audience or
Yeah, and
you know.
if the audience is dead, like they're getting yelled at in their ear. Like no one knows that, but
Right.
the producers are like, you need to get them going. Like
Right.
they have to be just as on as everybody else
Yeah.
at all times. But I do notice one thing that I really hate, and I've noticed it for a while now. There are hardly any women that do it.
Yeah, seems to be a trend.
Yeah.
In production in general.
Hardly any women. So that is something that should change
Yeah, that's crazy.
because women are funny.
Oh yeah,
I mean, Nikki
In a big way.
Glaser killing it right now.
yeah,
So like, yeah, there's no women out there doing it, but
yeah. I think that needs to change across the board.
I
too.
think so too.
Yeah.
In a lot of aspects of
Mhm.
things, but that is what it is at this point.
Yeah, but it's interesting. So the wrangling of people, that kind of has been a thing that what was the first job that you did where that was a thing where you were a talent coordinator?
Oh, when I was a
or maybe not talent, maybe it was what was first? Audience coordinator or
audience.
Okay.
So I
yeah.
worked for On Camera Audiences, which
Mhm.
is a great audience company that like does all the shows like Idol and AGT and Masked Singer and all of those. They have great staff. And I worked for them, and they got my foot in the door, so I'm so grateful to them.
Yeah.
And I still, for Masked Singer, I still do their VIP audience, and I work very closely with OCA, and they're just godsent as well. But yeah, I just wrangling so many people that then it translated into wrangling giant number of contestants for every show. So I think
Yeah.
my first contestant manager job was on the Gong Show.
Oh, the one with Mike Myers.
The one with Mike Myers. And like to talk about like jumping into a contestant situation, like these guys were a little kooky, you know, they were like, it was the Gong Show.
Right.
So I had to get a rat across the country, you know, but airlines don't fly rats.
That's
So
okay.
yeah, no, she could not bring her rat or her tarantula.
Oh.
It was a rat circus, and Mary had a little lamb, and she sang with the tarantula in her mouth. Didn't love that.
Wait, I never. That's a
I
lot
know
of
the Gong
information.
Show is
but yeah,
kooky.
that's
Like
so interesting. But I didn't realize that you couldn't. That I guess that makes sense. that
No,
you couldn't
so
fly your rats if they were like.
actually, I'm wrong here. Sorry, you can't fly a tarantula.
Oh.
Rats you can fly, but they charge by the pound.
How many pounds of rats did she have?
It was a rat circus,
So a lot.
so there was 2 cats and like 10 rats.
My goodness.
Yeah, but the tarantula could not make the flight, which I am grateful
a shame.
because I don't want snakes or tarantulas on my airplanes. But so she drove. But then we had a woman that ate just like binge ate cupcakes. Okay. And here's the craziest thing I learned. She binge eats so much sugar. Right after, you have to give her a jar of pickle juice. And she has to pound it to counteract the sugar. The salt evens out the sugar and you don't get a diabetic. And she told me she has a half hour from after she eats, swallows the pickle juice to have to be in the bathroom.
Where she goes into a diabetic attack?
Where she gets the poops.
The poops.
But the sugar the salt from the pickle juice counteracts. I mean, I literally watched her drink a whole container of bitter juice after she ate like 45 cupcakes.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, why do you have this? Like, this is a bad life choice. Sorry. It's a very bad life choice. And she got gonged.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You're like, what a thing to have on your rider. You know,
Hey,
on your
I was like
the thing to have in your dressing room. Like,
I was like, I really have to get this woman pickle juice. They're like, yes. I was like, can I not be there after she drinks it and gets sick? Because I don't want to be part of that.
Man.
But yeah, no, that's a bad life choice, I think.
That's an interesting
competitive eating cupcakes.
Yeah.
Then there was another woman who ate like 10 pounds of cottage cheese.
What does she drink to counteract the cottage
Nothing.
cheese?
She just eats it. She was from Green Bay.
Pepto-Bismol.
So it's just a lot of cheese.
Yeah.
She just likes cheese. She won. She won that episode.
There you go.
It was impressive. But basically, as that job, it's not just that kind of stuff. We fly them in. We get them into their hotels. Right. We get them through legal. We got them through HR. We get them through rules. We get them through like their stories. And then we get them in cars and back to the hotels and back out.
Yeah. So you basically become like a travel agent for contestants. Like
I do a lot of travel.
Yeah.
On Next in Fashion, I actually did all of the travel. Sometimes we have travel people, we work with them, but on Next in Fashion, I actually booked all of the travel for everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, I mean, I love it. I don't like, that's the thing. It's like, for some reason, I always end up with like 10 jobs in one. But when I did Beast Games, we had 1,000 contestants.
Yeah.
So
how do you manage 1,000 contestants?
I don't think it was very well managed in general, to be fair. Like, you can't really manage 1,000 contestants.
Right.
We had a great travel agent named Michelle on the US side who was amazing, and she helped me a lot. And we got 850 of them to Buffalo.
Yeah.
And then we bussed them to Toronto, and then the other 250 flew directly into Toronto. So the 850 that came to me in Buffalo, it was a lot. It was 2 days and 16 buses. Only 2 people didn't get through. Wow. And it was just because they didn't put something on there. Apparently, Canada's really strict with like stuff. So they didn't get through. Everyone else got through smoothly, and it was like super easy, super great.
Yeah.
And then there was a Canadian counterpart that handled the rest of it, and I don't know really. Eventually, they got there.
850 people.
Yeah.
You're booking a bunch of flights? Do you have a team that you're working with?
It was Michelle and her husband who did it, and then she had a few people doing that, but we were sending out the itineraries to everybody, and then we had to keep track of their landings, send people around to get them, and then bring them to the hotel. We had 3 different hotels, give them their per diem, make sure they knew what time to get on their buses, and I had to come up with a plan of who's going to what bus.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like 3 days of nonstop, but I have never been prouder of myself.
Yeah,
because
that's amazing.
It was me and 2 other guys, and then some of the Beast people weren't very helpful. And really, there's these amazing PAs that I got from New York. My friend Justin, who helped me, got these 8 or 9 kids to help us do it, and they came in just like badass New Yorkers and just powered through it all.
There's got to be a Guinness World Record in here somewhere for the amount.
Beast Games did win Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh, well, there it is.
I wasn't included in any of that because God forbid Meredith gets included. I didn't even get a thank you, to be honest. Man. Like as I said, you meet nice people and you meet devils, and I can't really. That situation was not the best situation I've ever been on, but I am super proud of what I accomplished on it. Yeah. Even if it wasn't acknowledged.
Yeah, and you should be. Yeah. That's a big accomplishment.
And I got 60 people to Panama and back. So
for the island part of the
island
show?
Part of it. Yeah. And they didn't have cell phones, so it was like, hey, I could lose them in the Port of Canada. I don't know. They were all had to pee, you know.
Right.
I did this amazing thing where I bought 60 Apple AirTags and I tagged all their luggages. So that's how I found them and their luggage.
Wow.
It was pretty smart. But yeah, and I got them to and from, and we were on islands away from everybody, and it was just me on an island, and again, just me and my 2 guys, and then these 3 other people I took from LA, and
and 60 contestants.
Yeah.
And then you're just out there in the middle of nowhere.
The middle of nowhere. Thank God no one got hurt because it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, that's scary.
It was really scary.
Yeah.
And it was really scary being in a country like Panama and knowing that they didn't have cell phones. So if we lost one, we just lost one.
Right.
Like there was nothing.
One of the contestants.
Yeah. And at the very
one.
Very end, we're on the airplane and I'm counting and I'm like counting and I'm counting and I'm like, I'm coming up short. And I was like, dude was in the bathroom. I was almost crying and he came out and he's like, what? And I was like, I thought I lost you. Like, I really thought I lost a human being.
You went full Home Alone.
I went full Home
You're
Alone.
Like,
everyone's like, why are you so stressed? I'm like, what? Why wouldn't you be stressed? Like, I'm counting 49 or whatever. And they were like, it's fine. And then like, it was fine.
Yeah.
But like losing someone in Panama would have been the worst thing that could have possibly happened.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
But then I remembered I had him AirTag.
You had him AirTag so you could go find him. Circle the plane. He's right
like,
there.
I got him, guys.
We're over him. We're over him right now.
We got them all. They're all AirTagged. Thank God for AirTags.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was something I'm still in therapy for.
Yeah.
So we talk about Mr. Beast a lot in therapy. Not a good thing.
Yeah.
So needless to say, I'm not in 2. I'm not on season 2.
You're not on the second season.
No, I'm not there. And I'm not unhappy about that.
Right.
So, but I am proud. I am proud of myself for what I accomplished there.
You should be, and it's good. It sounds like you dodged a bullet.
That seems that's what I'm going with there.
Yeah.
But I am proud of that because
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else can really say they got 850 people across a border.
Yeah, that's I mean, there might be some people, but they might not be on the up and up. Oh dear. Oh dear.
And then when I got there, the Canadian counterpart quit.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of got thrown into this, like, this is your job now, and here's everybody. And it was like 400 or 8,000 contestants and 130 PAs. And I'm just like, I don't know anyone. They're Canadian.
So that one wasn't so great. Have you had one other than The Apprentice that's been a lot of fun?
Oh, yeah. Like, I've had a bunch that have been a lot of fun, but Masked Singer is amazing. Like, I'll never, ever not love Masked Singer for my whole life. And I will say the Big Brunch with Dan Levy was one of the better experiences I've had as far as, like, dealing with contestants go, because these people are so special. So special. I still talk to them. They're just these, because the whole concept of the show was special. I don't know if you saw it, but it was like people who bake and to give back to the community. Yeah. And every single one of them was just top-notch human beings, including Dan. Yeah. And the cast and like everything. It was such a great experience. Eugene would come and watch him, like the biggest, proudest dad you've ever seen in your life. And you're just like, this is magical. You know, like that was another moment in Hollywood where you're like, this is, especially because like it was like off the heels of Schitt's Creek. So you're just like, I love that show so much. Well, Twyla came and my mom's like, don't call her Twyla. And I'm like, but she's Twyla. Because she came as like this proud doting sister too. And I was like, this family is amazing. So that was super, super special. That's fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny because that show it's so great. But Twyla, I didn't realize was his sister until later, and I was like, oh, that's me too. Yeah. And I love it. And then I started to see a resemblance a little. I'm like, okay. And did you know that Abby Elliott was actually supposed to play Alexis? I did not. But she got another show on like an NBC network. The Bear? No, it wasn't The Bear, because she is actually amazing on The Bear. Yeah. It was like some weird show with Kate Hudson's brother, but it got canceled. Oh, okay. So she turned it down, and that's how Alexis got Alexis. Wow. Which I think actually was great for both of them, because now she's actually on The Bear, and she's brilliant as well on The Bear. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I think the casting is perfect on Schitt's Creek.
No one could be
show is so good.
Alexis other than Alexis.
Yeah,
like
and nobody else could be Moira Rose.
nobody could be
with
more.
the flute wine.
You have to fold it. I don't know what fold it means, Mom. You just gotta fold it. If you say fold it again.
Fold in the cheese.
You say fold it one more time.
Say fold it one more time. So funny.
It's just so good.
So Big Brunch. Big Brunch was a highlight.
Big Brunch was a highlight. And then what else? Oh, and then I will say I did do I did The Four for 2 seasons with Diddy. But leave the talent out of it. That was just my it was the best.
You had fun on that show.
It was the best.
That's good.
My everyone we worked with, the casting people, my talent people, literally the best. Mario Wainans was there and LG was there. Like all of the people around Diddy are fab.
Yeah.
Great. And like we had a great time.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
And you said Diddy was nice to you.
I never had an issue.
That's good. That's always good. That's really good, especially right now.
I didn't have to deal with him that much.
Yeah.
But everyone around him was really cool. Yeah. I didn't the new people that are in the court thing and stuff there. I never met any of them. This was a
before that.
Before or after. I don't know. One of those weirdo things that happened.
Yeah.
I guess I never had to buy baby oil, so that was a plus.
That wasn't on his rider.
Okay, not for The Four. And then I did right after that. I did Making the Band with his kids and Lori Ann Gibson and Mario Winans. And Diddy actually wasn't on the road with us, but it went into COVID, and we were in Houston where like COVID started.
Yeah,
it was right where like you couldn't find anything. It was like really crazy because it was just in that, and he didn't believe anybody, so he had to call Dr. Fauci himself to say whether or not we could shut down. So we were all just waiting for him to talk to Fauci. We're like, this is real life. Diddy could just pick up the phone and call Fauci. Like, this is nuts.
Hey, Diddy, I hear. Yes, it is a pandemic.
It is a pandemic. You should send these kids home. So eventually we went home.
Wow.
And it never came back, which was sad because it was, again, like the people that were around him, the people I was working with directly, were just awesome. Like the people who casted The Four and casted Making the Band also cast Love Island.
Oh.
And they're brilliant. They're like, it's City Media, it's Jody and Becky, and they're just brilliant and they're unstoppable. And it's just a great way to get to know them and work with them and stuff. That's cool. Yeah.
That's fun.
And now they're killing it on Love Island. Yeah. I mean, killing it. So.
Yeah. Well, you have kind of another connection to Love Island because now Ariana Madix, right? She's the host, but you worked with her ex.
Ah, yes, right? I love Tom. I love Tom Sandoval.
You worked with Tom Sandoval. Twice?
Yeah.
Wasn't it on the, what's it called? Special Forces.
Special Forces and Masked Singer.
And Masked Singer, right. That's so funny.
He's lovely. I'm sorry.
You're like...
The world is going to blow me up. Tom Sandoval is lovely. I love him.
You're like, Diddy's pretty good. Tom Sandoval, I love him.
I don't know if Diddy's good.
No, Diddy's not
nice
good. Diddy's not good. No, but he was nice to you.
But Tom Sandoval, he didn't have his passport and he needed a passport. He went and waited online himself to get it done for us. He didn't make us do anything.
Yeah.
He would call me directly with questions. His mom sent the nicest note. It was just, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened in their relationship.
Yeah.
He cheated. Everyone cheats. I get it. Then on Masked Singer, he was like, Meredith. I'm like, he's so nice.
That's good. I'm glad that you had a good experience.
I really did. I like Tom.
We went down the full-on rabbit hole of Vanderpump in the last year or two.
I did not.
I don't. It's better. See, this is why it's good. Because then you go, yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Don't watch the show.
Great guy. Tom Schwartz, also fab.
Very nice.
Live.
Very nice.
Love me some Schwartz. He was on Stars on Mars.
Oh,
and so I got to deal with him too. And both of them were just so, I'm just like, they're really nice. I mean, but so was Lance Armstrong, and people were beating me over the head about that. Like, I really like Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
He would call me by himself. He would call me and be like, flying my plane. I'm like, you're flying a plane? And he's like, yeah, I just flew my plane in from Aspen. I'll be landing in a few minutes. I'm like, you mean you're the pilot? And he's like, yeah. I was like, oh, that's normal.
How did you meet Lance Armstrong?
He was on Stars on Mars too.
Oh, okay. Both
Yeah.
of them were on that. Okay, that makes sense.
He is, I mean, and everyone pounded me for that one too, because he's not.
If people are nice to you, who cares? I mean, that's not who cares, but like you have to like just have that relationship with them.
I mean, but also in life nowadays, it's like people can't make a mistake.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
can't make one mistake. That's
Yeah.
it. That's who you are for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like Tom Schwartz cheated. He's just, no, Sandoval cheated.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry, Tom Schwartz. And that is it. That's who he is for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
In the world. And that's not who, like, who's going to say they didn't? I mean, not everyone cheats, but the majority of the world cheats. Come on. Like, he just did it on television.
Right,
so,
right.
like, that's not who he is.
Yeah.
And I mean, Lance Armstrong may or may not have taken drugs. Doesn't mean he's doing it now.
Not while he's flying the plane.
Doesn't mean that he still wasn't an amazing athlete. You know,
Right,
like,
right.
I don't know. It's just weird to me that people just judge everybody by their one mistake.
Yeah,
Like,
it's hard. It's like I feel like it's just people are put under a microscope because that's the way that our society is built now, just with social media and everything like that. It's like it's just.
But
the way it
here's
is
the
now.
really crazy thing to me is the Me Too movement, because it was about women, doesn't matter anymore. Like, Lance Armstrong will forever be the guy who took steroids. Tom will be forever the guy that cheated. But like, and I love him to death, and this is going to hurt my heart to say it, but like Jared Leto had all those accusations last week and nobody did anything.
Right.
At all.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
And I feel like, and I don't know, I'm thinking that we're going to get an acquittal here on the did. But, you know, you can make these horrible mistakes against women and it's fine. But then you do like one stupid mistake and like you do drugs and as an athlete and it's like the end of the world.
It is interesting. It's like, it's because people, when they become a certain status, when they become known, then it's like everything they say is like a heightened version of it, because that, like you said, it's like baked down to who they are as a person, is just that one thought.
Yeah, that's it. That's who they are. And like I found in my life and the people that I've worked with, the people that get the worst reps are actually not the bad people, but the people who get really good reputations are not good. Yeah, I've seen that a few times where I feel like there's been people that they're very well liked by society, but then by the people around them not so much. Yeah. Which is weird. I mean, I'm not going to name names, but like there's a huge celebrity that's just awful to women, and I've seen it firsthand and I've dealt with it firsthand. And then I had another celebrity that threw bananas at somebody because she said, I needed 6 bananas and you only gave me 4. And I said, well, you're only going to be here for 3 hours. And she threw them. Nice. Yeah. Good times. Well, were you an assistant for a little bit as well with celebrities? I was. Yeah, you don't have to say who you were. Assistant too. Oh no, I'm just saying they weren't. You did do that for a bit. I did. Right? They weren't huge. I did interview with Ariana Grande before Victorious ended, and I almost got that job, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. But that would be a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, it's just like she went so successful right after. I'm like, I feel like I would have gotten nailed down. No, I worked with Sally Kellerman, who was just Hot Lips Houlihan, the original Hot Lips Houlihan, not to be confused with the other one that everyone thinks is like the real one. Right. Sally was also in Back to School, and she did do the new 90210. No, she was great. That was really fun. And then I worked for and that ended my run as a personal assistant. Oh, okay. That was not an easy life. Yeah, I can't imagine that it would be. It was just funny. I remember I had a lot of stalkers, and this was the funniest thing I've ever had to deal with. He's like, okay, so there's a gun, but it's in the gun safe, in another safe, locked in a gun safe, then locked in a pouch, and then you get the gun. I was like, okay, so I'm dead. By the second safe. Like, I understand safety, but like, what's the point, dude? Right. Like, okay. He's like, this combination's for the first safe. This combination's for like, what if I mix them up? Like, these are 1,000 numbers that I have to remember to get to the gun that I don't want to touch. Right. Yeah. But like, this seems a little silly. So, wow. Yeah. And he didn't like green. Green couldn't be anywhere near
Green.
him. Yeah, he wanted these really cool pair of sneakers. This was it. This was the day I quit. They were like old school Velcro, like Adidas high tops, and I found them. And I was so happy. And they had green insoles. And he wouldn't wear them. I had to return them, and he was so mad.
Oh, no.
I was like, you don't see it, but he knew. I know there's green. So that was the day I was like, I'm done. I'm done doing this for a living. I can't. That, and then he had like a Mission Impossible kind of like alarm system.
Yeah.
And he's like, you have to jump over it. And I was like, okay, but it's on. So I just walked through. He's like, you didn't jump over it. And I'm like, but it's not on. He's like, you have to jump over it. And I was like, but it's not on. And he's like, no, you have to jump over it. So this time I've walked through 6 times.
Right.
So finally I just had to jump.
Right.
And he was like, okay. And I was like, I remember calling my mom and being like, you have no idea. But that was the day I went into dog grooming. Because he was paying more to the woman that was watching his dogs than he was paying me to take care of him.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was like, okay, my life choices are wrong.
Yeah.
And that was the day I switched out.
You would think that they would compensate a personal assistant more because they are well off. That's
you would think.
Like the thing.
But like
the
he was, I mean, listen, the green and the jumping over nothing. That was like a 10-minute conversation.
That's
by the way,
a lot.
Of having to jump over nothing.
Right.
And then literally you have to just jump. So he saw me jump. I just jumped up. And he was like, okay. I was like, but it's not on. Right.
Yeah, that part doesn't compute so much.
It was a lot. It was a whole, I just remember, I'll never forget it. And that was it. Yeah, that was it for me. It's done. So then I kept going though. And then I was like, you know what? Let me take on 850 contestants.
Right, yeah, you were like,
that's not hard.
You were like one hard person wasn't enough. So you just kept growing and growing.
And nowadays it's like 2025, everyone's gluten-free or vegan or dairy-free or, so God forbid you give somebody dairy.
Right.
When they're dairy-free.
Right. You can't
even if they're not.
Yeah.
Even if they're not.
So you can't order you can't order one thing for everybody. It's all like, individual orders.
It's individual orders now.
800 people.
That's why I'm like, let's just give them money and let them get their own food.
Yeah.
So I decided to stay in it after the jumping and the green.
Yeah. Do you have a thing that's the most fun to do now? Like the red carpet handling or the bigger groups or the seating? Because it's all similar, but it's different jobs.
It's all similar, but it's different jobs. That's true. I feel like contestant management is more welfare management, and then talent management is more just like assisting, but also just like helping, like day-to-day managing while being their assistant on set. I really like talent management because with contestants, you're there. Like like that's 24/7. You're there, you're stuck in it. When talent goes home, you kind of get to go home.
Yeah.
Like you're in and out with them, and it's not your whole life. It's just like 75% of your life.
Right.
And I do love audience. It takes a special person to do audience, but I'm good at it.
Yeah.
So I like it. I know it. It's like an old hat, like being able to get people. But it's Wrangler. Like if I didn't do audience, I never would have been able to do Buffalo.
Yeah.
Because basically my job is just wrangling huge groups of people into areas. And it's, Jersey, I'm loud. So it works for me.
Right. It's fun because it's like, it's something that you're confident in. So I think that also like makes you want to do it more because you're like,
and like you don't really like, people will get mad because they won't get in or they won't get ever, but it's not the same way that you get in trouble if you mess something big up in a show. Like I had one woman on Chelsea lately call me a pit bull. She's like, you just run through you're like short little girl, just run through the crowd being like, and I'm like, yeah, That's what makes me good at my job.
Right.
I'm like, and by the way, pit bulls are loyal and kind and loving, and I take that as a compliment.
It's true.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm like, why would I find that offensive? That's like the best compliment ever.
She was trying to offend you. Oh, that's.
I think so. I was like, are you trying to? But then
Yeah.
like I'll get really nice notes and gifts from people. Like, because we'll have like an autistic kid come and they won't get acknowledged. And, I'll make sure that they get acknowledged.
Right.
Or they get to, like, their dream gets to be made, or they get a seat instead of having to stand so they're not comfortable. Or like, and then in Masked Singer, I'm so blessed and I'm so lucky because I get to do Make-A-Wish. Once a season, we do Make-A-Wish. And Ken Jeong is just the greatest human to be a human.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, this man is genuine and just loving, and he always steps up for the Make-A-Wish, and we work together on it, and it's just an experience that, like, me being able to even be part of it, seeing the smiles that they bring to those kids' faces are literally just everything that makes everything okay.
Oh, that's so nice. And he was a doctor, so it kind of makes sense
But he acknowledges all the kids, and he acknowledges, like, anytime I'm like, Ken, I really have someone that wants to just like say hi. Is it cool? And he'd be like, of course. Like, he's never, like, he's just, if I had to pick one person that I'd want to work with for the rest of my life, I think it would be Ken.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Greatest guy.
I'm a big fan of his.
As you should be. As everybody should be. As he's hilarious on top of everything else, but just as a human, he's just top notch.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so fun. You've had this connection to dogs throughout your whole life, basically, but also throughout your career, it seems like. But I think that the jewel in the crown of your dog experiences is your dog, Jack Bauer.
Yeah, he's pretty special.
He's pretty special. He's a little a bulldog, English bulldog, and he is very popular on the interwebs.
He's pretty popular on the interwebs because he's special.
He's a special boy.
Well, his name is Jack Bauer.
His name is Jack Bauer.
He did find a dead body.
Yeah. How did that happen?
Did I never tell you that story?
You did, but you found a few dead bodies over there in Studio City. There were like 2 or 3.
There's been 2 or 3 dead bodies, but Jack only found one.
Okay.
But it was during COVID.
Yeah.
In front of our building, there was a car. He was there for a few days. And every time we walked by it, all the other dogs would walk by it. Jack would paw at it.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what's with your dog in this car? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe there's like a rotten salad or something. It was July. And then finally the 3rd day, he like wouldn't budge. And he was like at the passenger seat in the back, like at the tire. And he was like trying to like climb in it. And I was like, what the heck, guys? Like none of the other dogs cared. And my friend was like, maybe it's a dead body. Ha ha ha. And I was like, the windows are foggy and there's flies.
Whoa.
And we're like, oh. And our friend looked in and it was a dead body. He was reclined in the passenger seat and Jack was actually pawing right where his head was.
Oh my God.
And he sat there until the cops opened the door and then he looked at us all like, you idiots. I've been trying to tell you this for 3 days. And we were like, and they're like, who found the body? And everyone just pointed at my dog. And I was like, he can't give a statement.
Wow.
So he really takes the name Jack Bauer serious.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, you picked the right name for him.
He's a CTE. And then I actually met Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, really?
At the Critics' Choice Awards. And I said, Mr. Sutherland, I just have to tell you something. This is my dog. And I showed him a picture and I said, and he's named after the greatest TV character to ever be a character on television. And he goes, oh, who? And I said, well, Jack Bauer. And he gave me the biggest hug. And it was just so sweet because he's a huge dog fan too.
Oh, that's so fun.
And he was like, thank you so much.
I wish you could have showed him the harness that Jack wears that says Jack Bauer on
and
the
it's crazy
side.
because we live in LA.
Right.
So I run into people that are literally like, I worked on 24 or I worked with Kiefer Sutherland or I did this and I'm going to tell them about Jack Bauer. Can I take a picture? And they'll like take a picture and And Fox is Masked Singer, and all these like 24 is Masked Fox. And they're all just like, you're a Fox fan. I'm like, I am.
That's so funny. Kiefer Sutherland's just getting 20 text messages of your dog.
My dog.
Over
He's
and
like,
over
I
again.
know, guys. I spoke to her.
I met him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I spoke to her.
Greatest character to ever be a character. Next up, though, is the bear, Jeremy Allen White's character.
Oh,
is
yeah.
the second greatest character to ever be a character.
The bear's pretty good. There's we've been going down the Shameless rabbit hole
Also
recently.
good.
Yeah.
Also,
It's a great show.
it's a great show, but when you kind of like tap into the bear, you see how talented Jeremy Allen White really is.
Yeah.
And come on now, as a girl from Jersey, how stoked am I that he's Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah. Did you see the trailer that
I
came
did.
out?
I think people are like, he doesn't look like Bruce. I'm like, if you look at Bruce when he's young,
When
he
he's
does
that
look
age.
like Bruce.
Yeah,
He does.
He kind of does a little.
I think he's gonna nail it.
Yeah.
I'm in for it.
Yeah.
I'm in for the ride.
Yeah.
I'm in, and we're Jerseys.
Yeah.
So like we're gonna be pretty strict about it.
I'm a Jersey.
You're a Jersey.
I loved the trailer because it was in Asbury Park. It's actually in Asbury Park. I'm like, it's my backyard.
They filmed everywhere. They
Yeah.
filmed in Montclair and Asbury Park and like all those places. And then like, where are they from? Him and Jovi are from where?
Bruce.
Sayreville.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Asbury Park.
I think so. What was the Freehold? Somebody was.
Oh
from
yeah,
Freehold.
and they have the Italian ice stand.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
But like as a Jeremy Allen White fan and a Jersey girl, this is gonna be like the best thing ever.
Yeah,
I'm really stoked.
I was at Disneyland with Rissa, and I sent you a photo.
You did,
because we saw Jeremy Allen White,
and I was like, why wouldn't he be there the day I wasn't?
He was just walking by. We didn't get to talk to him or anything.
But he was there with the girl from Found.
He was there with the girl from Shameless,
who was the star of Found.
Right, V from Shameless.
Yeah, and she is Gabby on Found.
Mm-hmm.
Which NBC just canceled, and I'm debating if I'm going to start writing a campaign because I'm heartbroken.
Aww.
Have you watched Found?
I haven't.
She's
seen
amazing, and then Mark Paul Gosselaar is Sir, and he was amazing, and it was like the greatest show. And NBC canceled so many other good shows.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Found it really hurt me. Yeah.
Oh.
It hurt me in my soul.
Well, hopefully another network will find Found and pick it up. I don't know how it works.
I don't know how it works either.
If they can do that anymore.
Well, oh yeah, that's true. I don't know. But it was a good one.
Yeah. And then the other show that is our like family show is The Golden Girls, which I know you and our cousin Ryan are like the biggest super fans, and my mom. The three of you are.
So someone sent me an extra Sophia Funko Pop thingy.
Uh-huh.
So Sophia comes with me now.
I love it.
On adventures.
And she tells stories about.
Yeah. Picture it.
1925.
Disneyland today. And like she took care of Jack the other day. Yeah. So Sophia's just my little. I literally rewatched the whole thing in the last 2 months, which is so funny. And now I went to Golden Palace because I can't.
You've run out of Golden Girls episodes.
I have.
Yeah.
Dorothy gets married and breaks my heart.
Yeah.
But as I was telling you earlier, there are so many weird loopholes. The more you watch it, the more you see, and you're like, this doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Blanche had 2 daughters. One's named Becky, one's named Rebecca. Go figure that one out.
Well, it was 2 different daughters because it was 2 different actresses played them?
Yeah, but one lived in Paris and one doesn't live in Paris. One was a fashion model. One doesn't have a job.
Right.
So
I mean, those things could all be the same person.
It could, but one was Becky and one is Rebecca. I don't know. I think that they just really slid that one out. But again, as our other cousin Ryan pointed out, Dorothy and Stan have been married for 38 years and their kids and they got married because they got pregnant and their kids are under 30.
Yeah, the math doesn't quite
The math doesn't math. It doesn't math.
Do you have a favorite Golden Girls episode?
I like that they touch on a whole bunch of things, but I like the one where they had the lottery ticket and they put it in the jacket, the bomber jacket, and it went to the homeless and they ended up giving the money to the homeless.
Yes.
I thought that was really nice.
Yeah.
I have a favorite Golden Girl, though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Hot take.
Blanche.
Blanche is your favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Blanche.
I'm going to get a Chihuahua. She's going to be I'm going to name her Blanche. It's going to be amazing. She's just great.
I would have to say that Sophia is my favorite of the 4.
I mean, she is my spirit animal. And I think that I'm actually turning into her, slowly metamorphosing into Sophia.
You're starting to hunch over.
Yeah, I'm getting shorter. And my little wicker bag.
Yeah.
My glasses keep getting bigger. Like, I'm not even kidding. They just keep getting bigger. And I find myself saying, picture it. But
you're calling people pussycat. You
but
don't know
one day, I wish I was I wish I was Blanche. I want to be Blanche. I want to be able to be that
free.
Sure.
But
to be honest, she was just a Samantha. That's what really drives me nuts is people are like, oh, Sex and the City, all that. I'm like, did you not watch The Golden Girls? Because it's just the same thing, except they're more annoying.
Right.
I have a bathing suit that looks like Blanche's bedroom.
With the leaves?
Yeah.
All the,
so, you know, it's pink and green. I have a pink bathing suit with all the green leaves all over it. And I got it because it looks like Blanche's bedroom. I call it my Blanche's bedroom bathing suit. It's so stupid. It's so good. I mean, and I was watching Alf. Yes, I'm throwing it back.
Yeah.
I rewatched Alf, and he makes jokes about Blanche being old. And I was like, yes, even Alf is there for it. Yeah. He's always like cracking jokes about the Golden Girls, but mostly about Blanche being old. And it's just so good. Like,
yeah,
they don't make sitcoms like they used to.
They do not at all. Yeah, that show was very, very funny. I loved the episode where they're putting on the show and they're Turkey Lurkey and Henny Penny and yeah.
Stop! You don't have to kill him. I love every time
they rewrite the story.
And when they did Our Town and Dorothy was the sheriff. Actually, you know which one I think I do like best now that I think about it? Yeah. Is the one where she goes to the Rusty Anchor and Dorothy sings and they don't like Blanche and then Blanche performs. Yeah. And it's awful. That one's pretty amazing.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy and Big Mommy. I never knew her name was Big Mommy.
Big Mommy.
It's just people that don't appreciate the Golden Girls. I don't get it. But people that don't appreciate Alf, I don't get it. And people that don't appreciate, I know people are going to hate on me for liking Roseanne, but it's so good.
Roseanne was, it was a really popular show, you know.
Listen, if you really look down into it, Dan and Roseanne were great parents. And they were really loving. Yeah. And deep down, like you actually learn a lot from the show when you watch it and you go into it and you're like, so basically on my life, this is what I do when I don't work. I watch Roseanne, The Golden Girls, and Seinfeld on repeat.
There you go.
And that's my life.
Those are 3 good ones.
Yeah.
Question for you. Did you ever watch Frasier?
No.
Okay. See, this proves the theory because my theory is you were either a Roseanne fan or a Frasier fan.
I can't stand Chelsea Grammer. I liked Eddie.
Eddie the dog, of course, right?
Eddie worked. But no, I couldn't stand him. I tried, and I'm like, this show's the worst.
I had the opposite. I loved Frasier, and it was hard for me to watch Roseanne because the characters felt unlikable to me. But when I watched
That's the point. They're bad people.
Exactly.
They're like Seinfeld.
Right. But I didn't realize that when I was younger and I was watching it and that was the shtick. But it was like Frasier kind of made sense.
But really, when you think about it, Frasier was a pompous asshole.
Oh yeah, that's
he was actually the real jerk.
Right.
It's just like in Cobra Kai. Daniel actually turned out to be the Johnny was the good guy.
Right. Yeah.
And when you go back and watch Karate Kid, because I'm a diehard.
Yeah.
So I did all of Cobra Kai, but like seriously, Daniel's like annoying.
Yeah.
And Johnny's kind of like just a goofy, nice guy.
Is that what the arc of this? I haven't actually seen Cobra Kai. I know.
Well, that's shameful.
I know. I've seen the original Karate Kid. I've seen,
Cobra Kai was amazing.
Yeah.
It was really good. It was. It's like you didn't see The Bear season 4 yet.
I have not caught up on The Bear yet. No.
I already watched it. Day it came out. Done and done.
It was. I have a weird take on The Bear. I think that the show is good. There was like the Christmas episode that everybody loved. And to me, it just felt so over the top. I was just like, it didn't feel like, I don't know. It like
so season 4 they have a wedding that's supposed to be like the Christmas episode. Okay. But the people don't get about The Bear, and this is really funny. Yeah. And it's not funny, but it's what I like. And I was just talking to Rissa about it. Yeah. Is that everyone's like, season 1 was great, but it's all the same now. And I'm like, that's the point of the show. Like this season opens with him sleeping and the Groundhog Day playing in the background. And then throughout the season, like if you watch closely, every other day you see them hitting like their alarm clock that starts at 6.
Yeah.
And the point of the show is that they're stuck doing the same thing every day because of who they are. And they can't get out of it. They can't break it until they break it. And most people actually live that kind of life. Like you just do the same thing every day. And people just find it boring because it's life. But that's the point.
Yeah.
It's life. And it's like they just loved something. Like it's almost like what we do. We love it so much. It's all we do. Yeah. That all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, who am I? what else do I have? Like when people ask you what are your other hobbies, you're like, oh, do I have other hobbies?
I go to Disneyland.
I go to I go to work and I drink coffee. Like, and that's basically what the point of season 4 was.
Oh, interesting. That's cool. Okay. See, I like that because it is like relatable in that way where it's this thing where your identity is your work.
Yeah.
And that's that. But I really liked in the second season when the cousin like went and did the like Michelin star restaurant and all that stuff. I love seeing the way all that runs.
Yeah.
Like that, it was just fun.
So that
to see
also
all
comes
that
back
stuff.
into 4.
Yeah.
So so 3 was kind of just really artsy, and I get why people were like eek about it, but it kind of set the stage for what you see in season 4.
Okay.
And season 4 goes really back to the roots of season 1, I think, personally. And the ending leaves you with the point of it, I think. Like I see the point of it.
Yeah.
But they did have the John Mulaney's back and the Josh Hartnett's back, and Brie Larson came into this season.
Oh,
and
fun.
Yeah. I just think they do it around food. Like people are like, but that's the thing. When you're a chef, you're a chef. Yeah. Like that's it. That's your life.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where they're saying like Carmy, that's all he knows, and he's missed so much of his life. That like, and then I can relate to that because I've missed so many things being afraid I'm not going to work. I've missed weddings and I've missed family gatherings and I've missed like so much. And then I stop and I'm like, I'm not saying my age, but I'm the age I am, and I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have a family, and I don't have those things. I have Jack. And I'm like, I'm Carmy.
Right.
Like I can really relate to that. So that's where, I don't think it's the same thing over and over again. I think it's life. Yeah. And I like it that way.
I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
You've convinced me. I'm going to watch the whole thing.
It was great. And he's but they're also talented too on top of it all. Like he's brilliant, but all of them are like insane.
I love Jamie Lee Curtis.
She's back in it.
All of
Oliver.
Them. Yeah. I love John Mulaney. I love everybody who's on it.
Stevie. Cousin Stevie gets me every time. And Josh Hartnett. Bring him back all the time. Bring all the Josh Hartnett back.
Platt. I love Oliver Platt.
He's in Chicago Med too. Big fan of that. And like Cousin and Sydney and like all of them. And then
casting's great on that show.
The Fack brothers, that is Maddie Manson and them. They're just so funny to me. Like I just love them. And he's also a chef, so he's the one that's executive producing it. And like I got to say hi to him once, and I was just like, "Thank you for making the show."
No, that's cool.
And he met it was at the Golden Globes, and he met the cook from Nobu, and it was really sweet to watch them. Yeah, it was really the Nobu cook wanted to come meet him. It was crazy. I was like, that's awesome.
Right. Game recognizes game.
Game recognizes game. Period. So yeah.
Well, I'm definitely gonna watch The Bear now.
Please,
I'm gonna watch the rest of The Bear.
I just want it all the time. Like I just want it flowing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's even gonna come back because he's so busy now, and so is Sydney. And
everything seems to come back though. Look, Ted Lasso's coming back.
Ted Lasso's back?
It's coming back. They did 3 seasons, and now they're gonna do another one.
And Buffy's back. Love Buffy.
Is it Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Yeah,
is she?
That's what I hear.
Cool.
I mean, she's also on Dexter now too, so she's back working.
Okay.
Which I'm 100% behind.
Yeah.
I love her.
Did you ever interact with her when you were an extra? No.
No, but people used to tell me I look like her.
Oh.
And I'm like, I get Alanis Morissette a lot, but I was like, Sarah Michelle Gellar? I could see Alanis a little bit, but
right. Maybe you went blonde for a little bit, and then they were like,
I was like, I'll take it. I'll take Buffy all day long, guys. But I don't think it's true. But call me Alanis any day.
So what are you excited to try next?
I mean, I really want to go into sports.
Yeah. You're a huge sports fan.
Yeah,
so that makes sense.
I've really been actively trying to get into Fox Sports. Hasn't happened yet, but I'm trying. Yeah, I really want to get into sports. I want to do MLB and NFL stuff, and that is kind of where my head is right now.
Yeah,
I think I love it. Like that's what cool. I find myself just watching the Yankees every day and like just being like, I love this so much. That I'm hoping one day I just have to figure out how I would translate over to it.
Yeah.
Like,
are there shows that have audiences that are sports shows?
There are not shows that have audiences. Yeah. Well, at least at Fox, they don't need anyone right now. But they do have like talent. So I'm assuming eventually they need a talent manager or talent coordinator. Or even like podcast stuff at this point with like
that's true.
Edelman has 2
Right.
And he's on Fox Sports, and there's like all that stuff. But yeah, I really think it would be interesting. And I don't think sports is ever going to go away. I don't think
Yeah,
we're going
that's
to lose
true.
it the way we're losing everything else, because
Yeah.
it's very slow. Everything is going into YouTube and podcasts and TikToks, and it's not the same, or Toronto and Montreal and Vancouver. So we're losing a lot.
Right.
And
Everything's getting outsourced. It's
and AI is taking over a lot. And
Yeah.
you can't AI a football game.
It's true. Yeah, it's like it's funny because it's traditional media is all changing, right? But sports is like our animalistic, like sports have been around since the Greeks.
Yep.
You know, and it's gonna keep going forever.
It's gonna keep going. You can't AI it. You can't take away the actual game. You can change the game, and they've changed it a lot. There's different ways they're viewing plays, and there's making it shorter in baseball, and so the games don't go on forever. Because I mean, they could go on forever.
It can. And does.
Not anymore though. They have like the pitchers have to go within a certain amount of time, where they get like it's a balk, and like you have to move it. It moves now.
Right.
So they are changing it in ways, but it's never going to go away.
Yeah, well, because it's a community, right? Like it's community. Whenever people talk about their sports team, they say we.
Yep.
We won this year.
But I'm like, we didn't play.
Right. Yeah, were we all
Aaron
there?
Judge won this year.
Right.
We watched.
But
we were really proud of him. But and the money that's just thrown into sports is always going to be there as well. So it's like, I mean, Lakers are selling to the Dodgers owner, so they're going to be one big thing in LA,
and also like the marketing that goes along with that too. Like everywhere in every stadium, it's just T-Mobile, Verizon,
Dunkin'
Donuts. Yeah, exactly.
Can't do beer, but like, and then there's also always going to be merch, and there's always like. Kind of like a concert tour, I guess, but it never ends.
Right. Then they keep building these massive arenas too. And then that brings in all this money to different states and cities. And
a funny story is I was in Vegas for the BET Awards the night they knocked down the Tropicana.
Oh, you were there that
accident.
Night?
Like I was totally there by accident. I didn't even know it was happening, but they knocked down the Tropicana to start the new stadium.
Right.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you see it or hear it?
We watched it on TV.
Oh, you watched it on TV.
Because you couldn't get near it.
Yeah.
We didn't even hear it. It was down the whole street, but like it was really weird.
That's
but like
weird.
People were
you didn't
out
even feel
everywhere.
a shake or anything.
No, it was crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, so like that whole stadium's going to be there, and then they just did the Vegas stadium, which is amazing for the Raiders, and they just keep building and building, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And then there's soccer, and there's the Olympics, and there's like there's so many things to cover. Golf, the golf tournaments are insane. So it's just always going to be there.
Well, that's really cool. It'd be cool if you were able to get into that, because I know that sports are just a big part of your life too. So it's like everything for you has kind of like led one thing into the next. Like, you came out, you were trying to figure out what you wanted to do, and then you're like actress, and then you assistant, dog groomer, and it all has led one thing to the next. And being interested in dogs and animals has kind of been like a touchstone throughout your whole career. And sports has too. So it would be interesting if you get to do something in sports.
I mean, it would be. It's just
hopefully you do.
It's not easy. A lot of people are trying to get into it, but hopefully one day we'll see.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime though, I'm proud of you for always trying to try all these things out and like keep going and keep working. And it seems like you've had fun in your career too, and you continue to, and even with all the hard stuff, it seems like you enjoy what you do. And
well, the beauty of our jobs, let's be honest, is you never have to stay in one place too long.
That's
that's the actual beauty of what we do. We go from one show to the next show to the next show. It's a hard life to pick because you never know when you're going to work. Like I haven't worked in a few months, but if you're unhappy in a show, the show ends.
Yeah.
It's not like if you're stuck at a desk that you're just stuck at for the rest of your life.
That's true.
So it is the beauty of what we do.
Yeah, that's true. Because even within animation, we do kind of it is more of a desk job. But like when you go from show to show, literally every year or two,
different people,
it changes.
Different
the director's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a different your life never gets boring. It never gets the same. It's like it is the same, but like you're never just going to the same place every day.
Right. It keeps it fresh.
Yeah.
And you've gotten to travel a lot too.
I have.
All over the world basically for work. So that part I'm sure has been a lot of fun.
It's great, except that I have to leave Jack Bauer.
Yeah.
Like when I was in Toronto for 7 weeks, that was tough. But I did. I would never go to Panama.
Yeah.
Ever in my life. So like,
Again,
it was stunning. I got to stay in the JW where they have the best sunset in the world.
Yeah.
And we all got to see the sunset. And then I got to stay on a private island, which I'd never be on a private island or a yacht. So like, those are things that I can't ever like bucket list done and done. Never need to do them again.
Yeah.
But Panama's beautiful. I will say that. Yeah, it's really and Toronto's great. It's not Vancouver, but it's nice.
Right.
I went there. I'm not gonna lie. I went there. I was like, Canada, yes. I thought Toronto was gonna be Vancouver, and it was like Newark.
Oh, like Newark.
It's just Jersey in Canada.
Amazing.
Yeah, with better donuts because Tim Hortons is top notch. But that's all it is. And I was like, oh. This is not Vancouver because Vancouver is like Seattle and Alaska had a baby and made the perfect city.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. I have yet to be in Vancouver.
Well, do yourself a favor.
Yeah. I have heard that it rains quite a bit in Vancouver.
Well, Seattle.
That's
Seattle. The part. That's Seattle's the dad side of it. But like, yeah, if I can film anything in Vancouver, my feet take me there as fast as I can go.
There you go.
Best city in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully you get another gig in Vancouver then.
Hopefully I get a gig in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Toronto, not so much.
Yeah.
But.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Coming and talking about your career and all the things. John Lovitz and
dude.
I love John Lovitz so
Jerry
much.
Bruckheimer III. Best ever. The fact that he did that was in itself just amazing. Love that
Jerry
man.
Bruckheimer III.
Love that man. Okay. And he said it. He goes, we like that.
Oh, man.
Oh, John.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for coming and talking about all the things.
All the things.
Come back and do it again sometime.
I will.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye. Did you not know about Jerry Bruckheimer III?
I think I did. I just forgot that was his name. Jerry Bruckheimer III.